Welcome, welcome in chat. Excuse me. All right, chat. Gonna get some water really quick. About to do that. Yeah, let's fucking go. New game. Strength measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset as a man. It is only proper for you to hope your figure and its capabilities, but why? Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise. The haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance, and of course, your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. All about risk versus reward. Constitution. Measure your natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. World is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. Intelligence. Measure your ability to recall, store, and process information. It is your logical receptacle and calculator. It is only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull, but why? Wisdom. Measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you. Feel it, you may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathetic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people for good or bad and pick up details others would pass by. Charisma. Measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. Punching bag. You're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. Troll killer. You don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivated you, sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Yes, kid. Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspaper. Lore enthusiast. Spending time alone in the city, you often ended up at the Darwin Library. The strange history of Jor's realm was a constant companion to you. Crowd pleaser. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology during anything to get real friends. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. Asgalist activist. Your friends soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos and worse, dwarf propaganda. Earth God recruit. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in the training drilled on the city code and virtue, but you survived. One friend. You really ever only prayed for that one thing during these lonely years, but the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage as always. Acolyte. Your lack for scribbing got you a promotion to the cleric duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Tower apprentice. Joining the towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It is also a terrible challenge, even for you, who'd have thought lectures were so draining. Arcane prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were unnatural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. Palace Pawn. As a rising talent, you often found yourself midst of the policking of superiors. Despite your best efforts, it never ended well for you. Faithful Harbinger. There was something wrong. Praying to an dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading, you are isolated among your peers. Esoteric Expert. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight. A lonely life, your findings were unwanted by those in charge. Yet you did not stop. Ever. Revolutionary Scribe. Disillusionment. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose a side, the emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for changing and glory. Apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it, but it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. Dead Cleric. Growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the Oath God, devoting your life, and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? I like this arcane. Get these all into zeros. "5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send a slow cleric lost in the hustle. Yet also an esoteric genius, the perfect man for the job. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to make them all bow down before you. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. Chris, and a tip, as you level up, make sure to boost your favorite stats. Third level Necromancy. Casting time, 1 action. Range 10 feet. Components, VSM, Burning Incense. Duration 10 minutes. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the question you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. Spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. The corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. This spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events. Jaw. Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? 8 successful. Rang. Your name is Rang. Correct. You'll answer another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? What's an occupation in this context? Failure. Didn't you have a job, something really important? Your class. I have a very important job to do. Failure. Way too important. You'll never make it out alive. Takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? Success. We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. The Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. Find the Goblin Chieftain, is that right? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes you entire consciousness, sending it spinning. The National Party of Norvik, of course. If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgalis. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That is you, no one else. The Free Striders, maybe. Then again, you're no revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are exhausting. I should be in charge as a god, king, wizard, lord. Once we based our worth on knowledge and ability, it shall come again. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Following your conviction. Same way you lived, unable to step out of the uniform, not for 1 second. Now's your chance to break free. I am not dead. Day 1, March 22nd, 27 PE. A fresh start. Your body aches, it's stiff as if you've slept for days. Ready for your glorious quest to continue. What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch in uniform. Panic sweats. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you have been robbed. Your legs shake, tears begin to form. Deep breaths, your belongings are surely here somewhere. A circular stone chamber, a storage for apples and corpses. Those piles of apples, is this Tolstad? What, was this about a quest? Oh yeah, oh yes, a quest. You're on a quest to save the city. Interact with highlighted words to receive a glossary entry. Earth, to be blessed. Save the city. Yes, save it from the jaws of democracy. Save the city. Intelligence. Do I remember anything? Said to originate from the early arcane era. Civilizations in Old Dominor, it is the rule of majority. Those with suffrage may vote to enable their preferred government, a truly messy and ineffective process. Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. The tea shop. Yep, the tea shop that blew up. Just a job. Ah, so I've done this before. So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. Move on. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. Yes, let's finish this job. Alright, but first you feel dizzy. The weight of the Earth God uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple now. There are many apples here and corpses. What the hell is this place? If your stats are higher or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risks. Okay, thank you, voice in my head. Apple. Apple. Apples and coin. Apples? Behold, a divine shrine covered in apples. Engage. The runes fill your senses as you approach. The color is faded, this monument is hallowed, void of all life and divinity. Sacred shrine left in this state, it's insult to earth, all of his people. And I pray here, kneel and move on. Shrine towers over you. With your god. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Attempt a prayer of healing. Bang. You focus your mind on Uther's symbol, his red eyes. You recite a few words of remembrance. Before you sense the channeled strings around the shrine, they converge upon you. Well, that was something. Sure is, but you sense there is something you've missed. What were those words, the ones you learned at the tower? Prepare spells. Strength spells to the right. You may view a list of all your available spells. In order to cast spells, you need to first prepare them by approaching shrines which scattered around the city for each spell you wish to prepare. Fill in its empty slot to the right. You may only prepare a spell if you have a spell slot for the corresponding level available. That. Hello? Hey?
Did you want anything from Wendy's?
No, I'm good. Actually, you know what? Yeah, get me a Dave's double. Okay? Just some iced tea. And that's it. Oh. Hey, thanks. Hey, love you. Yeah, wound. Great mountain of apples. Ooh. Tattered cloak. +1 dexterity, -1 charisma. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. The tower. Arcane. The tower is the home base of the Order of the Arcane Clerics of Novik, also known as the Ars. Cleric, a servant of God, deeply devoted and spiritually connected, typically a divine spellcaster given power through their deity. Ooh. Is it light blue and tattered? And it was once yours. An Uthgard cloak added on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base. You could still use it. Bring out the water. Filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stone chamber. It smells of salt water. Should I wear this? No. Of course you should wear it. A hood is the perfect tool for any decent rogue and or ne'er-do-well. I mean, I am a rogue, so yeah, let's wear it. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips inside into the extra dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. God, I can fit so many things in this thing. Yes, you are very lucky. This kind of magic item can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. Crowns, the Novikian, the main coinage in Narvik. Narvik, your home city, funded by your god towards the end of the coast wall. It is built upon several layers of ancient ruins. Of course you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is property of the state. Treat it as such. Shut up. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now, put on your cloak and rob some people. Relocate some resources. Inventory. Alrighty then. My first spell slots are not spent. Prepare spells. Where is my... voting card. Shield of Faith. Engage. You stare at a pile of apples. Apples are good for you. Should these be stored alongside corpses? Could I eat my way through the pile of apples? It's not really a question of could, it is a question of do you have the time? You are not capable of carrying such a tremendous burden. It would lead to death. Hey, don't waste your time here. At the very least, don't eat the less fresh ones. Roll a d20 with your modifiers to get a unique outcome. The DC difficulty class is often impacted by your choice, big or small. Yay! Ah. You look upon this challenge with fear in your stomach. This will be your end. Digging in, the first apple goes down the hatch. Going smooth so far, maybe this will be easy. Another one, press on. Number 2 goes well. At first, then you feel something rumbling. Oh no. A weak choice, but understandable. You want more apples, but maybe not the spoiled ones. Even the apple boy couldn't handle all the oozing stuff, eh? Your thoughts are interrupted by sounds of something light and hard hitting the ground. A small, sharp rock. This must have fallen into the pile of apples at some point. It is highly esoteric object. Drop of jaw. As you wait in your hand, a tingling shoots up your arm. Esoteric. A shard. It is connected with a string. The rare shard of jaw can be consumed to unlock failed ability checks. Remove the bad apples. Your hand swipe over the surface of apples, carefully plucking away any of the signs of spoilage. Yes. Start eating. Yes. 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 Yay! You look upon this challenge with determination. Your stomach is empty. Dig in. Dig in, the first apple goes down the hatch. Going smooth as always. Another one. Number 2 goes well. You chew it in peace. Now the third. Yep, that was an apple. Going smooth so far. This one was harder. Your stomach fights the taste. It is getting difficult. One more should be fine. This is the limit. As you chow down on the apples, you feel your jaw ache, your hands shake. Apple overdose, dangerous stuff. No such thing, come on. You feel refreshed for a moment at least. The pile of apples towers over you still. You've barely made a dent. Yeah, so why did you do this again? Yes, the apple boy. As you feel sick, you see something sticking out of the pile of apples. A piece of paper? No. It is a spell. Lucky bastard, those are worth a fortune. Relatively speaking, it is Dancing Light, a versatile cantrip that can be used to light up your surroundings at will. You quickly memorize the scroll, consuming it into your psyche, as you always do. Cantrips are spells that can be cast at will. Outside of dialogue, they do not consume any spell slots. Very cool. Check out the cat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Inventory. Examine. You pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaking hand. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. At the top it says Rost Court in big bold letters. 5 days remaining. Oh. It was nice to not think about it for once. You prepared all your life for this. It's time for change, baby. Useless. It's time for a damn revolution. Well, bring it all down and build it up again. Not too hard. Someone could get hurt. Look at the list of parties. Nationalist Party of Novik. Don't care about that. Free Strata Revolutionary Party. Asglist Workers' Party. Argarian Rural Party. Arcanist Party of Magic. And finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can input whatever you want or leave it empty for a null vote. Great, I know. Are these all the parties? No. There are about a dozen other large parties in Norway. Most have been subsumed over the last few years, such as the Civic League of Progressives, the Torch Union Order of the Scale, Hedonist Party, and the various guild parties. Novik, the central city of Askani, and bastion of humanity. It was founded upon the end of the reconquest in 468 AE, exactly 70 years ago. No. We should get a god king again. Worked great last time. That'd be for the best. Unfortunately, there's no good candidate available. Good to know. Good to know. With your fingers fumbling about in his mouth, your grip over the fancy magical tooth slips and zombie bites down. Ouch. You instinctively move your hand away, but he still gets a quick nibble in. You're in his mouth. Ah, you need to destroy this foul creature. You want that tooth, then at this point, yeah, it might be your only option. Engage. You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. Greetings, citizen. Bites you and then just ignores you. How rude. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dried face. What is your name, sir? He does not even turn to look at you. Identify yourself, citizen. Success. This is a reanimated corpse. I found this voting card over there. Is it yours? Zombie does not even grunt in your direction. He just keeps working slowly. You grip the voting card firmly in your gloved hand. It is indeed yours. Keep it safe. We're gonna go with the Agazilis. The social democratic model of the dwarves. A fleshy ball plank does not reply or counter your word. The zombie carefully placed another apple at the top of the pile. Attack the zombie. Yes, deal with this foul creature. Encounters are turn-based conflictions, where each participant takes turns in rolling dice and taking action. The order is determined by the initiative roll. Don't let the shambler get the jump on you now. Fight. Y'all quickly, you got this. Hold up a closed fist and say, here, look at this, then quickly try to trip him. Fail. Holding out your first fist in front of the zombie appears to work. He leans in and stares at it and then... Wait, is he... Zombie attempts to latch onto your hand with his foul teeth. You manage to pull back in time thanks to his slow movements. What the hell? He's biting you now? Relatable. So zombie just stands there. No, he's reaching. He's reacting. It's just taking some time. Zombie is hostile. The undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to the innocents. Does that include you? Yes. Switch gears. Try to manipulate him. Yay. I'll try giving him orders. Hey, anything, just try it. Listen to me. I am your master. Serve me. The zombie does not seem to respond. Maybe it's just delayed. Don't give up. His neck snaps around the withered face now facing yours. It hurts even though through the armor. Okay, this zombie is off the hook. You didn't really do anything to piss him off, did you? This ain't no! Finish this with a sucker punch. Knock him out. Catching your breath, you stare at the now unmoving creature. Justice dispensed. Now go loot him, get that fancy tooth. Broken sword. To engage the crate full of sand. They've imported sand to Novik. Your gloved hand trails across the surface. Sand shifts slightly at your touch. Underlined choices are more risky, but might offer more rewards. Go deeper. Dive in with your whole hand, fingers, and fist. This one does not. Then you feel a tug. Grip. Finally a pull. Wait, your shoulder is almost pulled out of its socket. You manage to keep it from engulfing most of your arm, but in the process, the sand grabs onto the front of your helmet. Your face is now sinking. Fight it. You grab the rim of the crate with both hands, but as you put your entire adrenaline-filled arms to work, you feel energy being sapped from your veins. You are being sucked. Out of your skin. As you keep pushing, you realize you could get out of this point, however, then you would have to leave the helm behind. Damn it, try to keep your helmet on. Ah, yay! You grab the rim of the crate with both hands. The hazy noises of a head no longer filled with so much blood screams in your ears. I will not die in this crate! Filled with pure fires and adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack. And it pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of the sand loosens. Then it drops entirely. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air, as a trail of sand follows you. In an instant, the sand snaps back into the crate, not a single grain dropped to the floor. You stumble back. Glancing over the crate, you see its contents now lie still, like nothing happened. Carefully put a lid on it. You take a very careful step towards the crate to grab the lid. Then you place it gently on top. Your job here is done. Not available. The red eye of Earth. Jaw left his mark across the bands. Today is a universal sign of magic. Ruined prayer book. Book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry now, have been completely drenched. In saltwater, it's absolutely and completely ruined. Only a few pages of the soggy, brackish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbol. Ashkani writing of the most basic kind. Wait, oh no. Someone has attempted to draw this the best of their ability. No, but Earth. This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. Should have to rebind the whole thing. It is ruined. That'll cost a fortune. A chant book is able to sustain humidity, not underwater excursion. Take the ruined paper book. Stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. You flip the tome open. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. You can read these symbols, but they are in Old Draconic Diminorian. De verbis draconum. Fuck this guy, chat. De verbis draconum ars occulta. No. Right, I need to get my hands on comprehended language. You do. It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. So many books, basic manuals, Arcanist history novels. Some of them stand out as a classic. It could be useful. This is a printed edition of Pillis' work, but still old. Probably came from the earliest printed. On the first page, a short message in hand scribble. My belief lay in the collected humanity of Norvik. May you remember that from this collective with honor and grace. Is this a handwritten message from the second patriarch himself? Protect this book with your life. This is a sacred artifact. Fascinating to think the pale man held such a treasure on his... A dream of unity under Earth. The book begins with a lengthy essay about its foundation of Norvikian cultural values. It is really like a guide, if anything. Fuck sakes. So much fucking reading, bro. Oh my god. Box. I'm done with this shit. I want to read every fucking thing. mind reading, but like every single dialogue, every single option. Why is it? Also, Baked, if you're still in chat, I have that Icarus game already. You have what, Icarus? What is that? That's that video you sent me on Instagram. It's a very popular game. I don't remember. You sent it to me yesterday, I think. If you like to choose the difficulty, don't worry, you can always change it later. Do you expect to spot and successfully hunt a lot of animals in a short period of time? Yes. Do you have experience with other hunting games? No. Do you spend a lot of time playing games? Yes. Oh, that one you have it already? Is it any good? I'm not sure, I haven't played it. And what I wouldn't give to see that on my phone, Grandpa calling.
Your phone magically erased all the contacts again?
River. Nurse Ellen was helping me with it, but she said she doesn't know how these old-fashioned phones work.
I'll help you with it when you return.
Oh, I'm so grateful you decided to help me with the Bear Den Ranch. Competition is growing every day.
Ethically hunted meat with government inspection? Sounds like a pretty niche market.
You'd be surprised. But the demand is rising every day. And with the hoax about the disease spreading.
What? I can't hear you.
Shitty part too, I keep thinking about it, is my uncle went to see him, my grandpa, a couple weeks before he passed away. And my uncle said a couple months after he passed away that he went there and he didn't look like he was doing good, but didn't say anything to anybody. And then he passed away.
Oh, God, I did. What should I do?
So none of us got to say goodbye or go see him or anything. Oh, really? That's fucked. Yeah, bro.
All right, I'm here. I'll call you later. And be nice to the nurses.
Tell them to be nice to me. I'm always a gentleman.
What's even more fucked was he was cremated by somebody that has nothing to do with him. That had nothing to do with him. He was cremated by a girlfriend that he was dating. Instead of my grandma, which was his wife. Or ex-wife, really, I guess. Or even the kids. You had 4 kids that they could have said yes or no. That's crazy, yeah, bro. Yeah, very sad.
Thank God we have a trustworthy mailman.
And they told us after he was cremated that he passed away. Like he was in the process of being cremated when we were told. So there was like no stopping it. It was already too late. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. He went into the hospital because he wasn't feeling good. And they said he had pneumonia and he died of COVID.
It's been a long time since I was here.
Not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play this game. If it has to do everything about the grandpa.
See you soon, Echo.
You've discovered Nez Valley grassland habitat. Open country for beginners and seasoned veterans alike. The meadows serve as prime feeding areas for both pheasants and badgers. Undisturbed grasslands with tall grass have the potential to hold a lot of small but also some bigger game.
What are you up to, broski? Killing, not shit.
Now to the left, through the river crossing. Maybe I remember the road after all.
Farce. How did I fuck that shit up?
Here you are. Long time no see, my friend. vitals hit. That would be a good shot. Keep his shooting skills sharp, but 200 meters? Way too far for a safetier shot. Looks like there's a note over there.
Hey, Wallace, don't forget to take care of the badgers wreaking havoc behind the lodge. Sincerely, myself, you forgetful geezer. Hey, Wallace, don't forget to take care of the badgers wreaking havoc behind the lodge. Sincerely, myself, you forgetful geezer.
So many burrows. That's unusual. Badgers are definitely overpopulated in this area.
I don't know how I killed it. I can't do it. No. Apparently YouTube is broken. I don't know what I want to do right now. That fucking game kind of fucked me up. Not strong enough for this area. Yeah. Huh?